SquidTheCynic, paranormal detective. That is what everyone knows me as. And so today I'm going to prove, or I'm going to show why. And I'm joined by my colleague, one of my best friends, a man who I owe very much to. And I'm sure you guys all already know him. You're big fans. He's very well known. And that is Dr. Monster, the paranormal expert slash hunter. Say hello, buddy.
Thank you very much for the introduction.
So, I just really quick, I'll tell you guys sort of how we met and how we came to be friends. I was touring around down south in like the southeast part of the country, and I found myself a victim of a melon head attack, and Dr. Monster over here saved me, and we immediately bonded and became friends. And so, when I wanted to talk about this ghost video, I knew I had to call him. I knew there was no one else I could trust.
I'm an expert in killing paranormal creatures.
He is. I've seen it. He drives around in a van filled with crossbows, tasers, guns, ropes, all things you would need to fight a ghost. So, I found this video, Dr. Monster. The way I found it, as you can see up here in the top left, because I'm showing him my screen, because I trust him that much, you can see this video is just literally called Ghost Caught on Camera. That's what I searched into YouTube, and I just clicked on the one with the most views. And I want to basically, first of all, I'm going to fast forward. About 1 minute in is where the paranormal event happens. So about 1 minute in, I'm going to show this to you. Prepare yourself, because this is it's pretty startling stuff. So, you ever seen anything like that? You ever seen anything like that before?
That looks like what we would know as some sort of paranormal activity.
I think that's a ghost caught on camera. So let me explain to you why I'm highly skeptical. Starting out with the camera itself. You can see we're in a camera that's in like night vision mode, which security cameras don't usually have that. So this is not a security camera. Also, if you look up here where my mouse is, right here, we'll zoom in on this in editing. That's a trick I learned. This is a security camera right here. And you can see that
That's
from,
what we in the industry call a security camera.
yeah, and he knows about skirting around security cameras. But you can see we're like 6 feet lower than the security camera. The security camera's all the way at the ceiling, and we're like below the level of these dusty pictures. So this is not a security camera, because why would you put a security camera at like shoulder height? So this is a camera that was brought in, turned on night vision mode for some reason. Well, obviously so we could see. So that already makes me a little bit skeptical. So, security camera is evidence number one. It's kind of weird. That's not like we're not on a security camera. So this is a camera that was brought in. If I had to guess, this is either a camera on a really tall tripod, or we don't see it, but there's like a shelf or like a bookcase or something that we're sitting on, that a camera has been sat on top of. The other thing that's weird, I don't know when this video was made. I know there's a date up here that says 2017, but that could very easily have been edited on. I don't know for sure. But this is very good camera quality for a security camera even today. The thing about security cameras is they sacrifice a lot of detail and resolution for a very wide field of view, so they can get as much information as possible. This does not look like any security camera I've ever seen. It's got a very narrow field of view, and it's really high quality.
Reminds me of maybe like a nice baby monitor.
Yeah, it definitely could be, but it's for sure an external camera brought in. The other thing, this video claims in the description that this is a school, and I'm immediately wildly skeptical of that. First of all, if this is a school, why would lockers ever exist like this? Because this is like, what, 20 lockers? Or like 20 to 30 lockers? That's not enough. Also, you and I have both been to many schools because we, had to, by law, go to school. When have you ever seen lockers literally right next to, like, within inches of the bathroom door? That, like, huh? No one would ever
That
put
was
lockers
the
here.
first thing I noticed about this video is just how weird and out of place those lockers look. Like, those look like gym lockers that would be like drilled down to the floor somehow.
Yeah, and if we look, I don't know when it happens in the, but the lockers are like the only paranormal thing. If we just let this play, literally the only thing paranormal that happens is like, yeah.
Well, there is at the end. There's one other thing.
Oh, really?
The wet sign, wet floor
Oh,
sign.
I never even noticed that. That's a ghost. So, but the lockers are the main thing. Multiple things happen to them. This locker is just shaking back and forth. It's clearly not bolted down to the ground, unless this ghost is fucking goes to Hercules or something. And then this locker flies open at one point. So that means that these lockers are not locked, which school lockers are always locked by default during the school year, like when there's actually students going. And it seems like there would be if this is filled with shit, because they would also be empty if the school wasn't in season or whatever you call it. The other thing that's weird about the lockers are super weird. This locker placement, why would they be put like that? You see this row of lockers right here that I'm mousing over? This seems like
Yeah,
it would be incredibly hard to get to because the door opens this way. And this thing of lockers is blocking them almost completely. So why would anyone put them like this? This doesn't make any sense at all. Which leads me to believe that these were just sort of thrown here to make a fake video. I don't know what this is either. Do you see this right here? This looks like a sleeve of a jacket. What is this? Like, this is just such a random... this isn't proof of anything, but what the hell is going on here with this random thing sticking out? The next...
That could be the arm of a ghost.
It doesn't ever move, though. But it is attached to the other weird thing, which is there's these exposed pipes right here that are... Exposed is weird enough, but why would you put lockers in front of them? Like, pressing up against pipes like this? These look like... I don't know. What would you guess these are? Like water pipe? I mean, they're right by the bathroom. Do you think these carry some kind of water places?
Like, this whole layout doesn't scream school to me.
Yeah, that's the next thing I was going to bring up is the reason this doesn't seem like a school to me is A, because these lockers don't look anything like school lockers, but also the fact that there's a security camera inside is not crazy, but would a school ever have a security camera pointed directly at the bathroom? That seems odd to me. I have never seen anything like that in a school before, and I think most parents would freak out if that happened. So that's weird.
And catch the vapors.
True. But that's the thing is, like, would you even? They would just go in. And then this window is another thing that's weird to me. Schools usually don't have this kind of window that just opens straight up on account of kids will jump out of it. They'll open it up and leave. Usually schools have the windows that open like outwards and they only open like halfway maximum. This is a window that you just open up like a house window, which is weird. And then this thing over here, I originally misread this as like maybe a place where employees would like an old-timey, like, you know how you punch your card in to clock in. I thought that might be what this was, but I genuinely have no idea what this is. Like, I don't know what this could be.
Maybe some weird fire extinguisher case.
Yeah, I was thinking that, or either like paper towel. Like, it's right over the garbage can, which is weird. Like, why would you put something or put the garbage can directly under whatever this is? It would just... everything about this is so weird.
It's possible ghosts put it there.
And then the other reason why I don't believe that this is a school is because this video apparently... Did my phone just buzz? Fuck off, ghost. Apparently this is a school not in America. This is a school somewhere in like South America. But if we editor, zoom, enhance this image, this clearly says caution wet floor. Like, why? Why would it be in English if this was in like, you know, a Portuguese speaking country?
It should say cuidado.
Exactly. It should say queef or whatever you just said. So there's too many things about this video. I mean, everything that we said could just be explained away with like, oh, it's just a weird school. But the combination of everything. Also, why would there be a wet floor sign out at night? Usually that's wouldn't you think the janitor would just like pick that up? Like, would you leave?
My
Because
studies suggest that ghosts are too susceptible to wet floors.
oh, when he kicked the wet floor sign, was that him falling? I want to see it again. Does it look like it gets pulled by like a string? Come on, poltergeist. What is that weird clicking? Did you hear that? There was like a clicking sound.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, I guess
Play
it
it, play that back for me, Jamie.
I'm having a hard time. I'm very scared.
I don't know.
I mean,
My main thing that I'm trying to deem just watching this is seeing if everything swings outwardly from like one specific point, because that's just the main thing that can immediately suggest this is just being done with like dental floss.
yeah, it would have to be. It would be. That's the other thing is this would be so easy to fake. Like that could just be a string that you just paint out if you have to. This could easily be a string that runs like this and that you just paint out. The locker moving. When does it move? Like I don't know. This is just speculation. You see that? Do you see that right at the start? How it moves as if it's being pushed. Like watch the bottom of it right here. You see how it moved forward? That's weird because I feel like if you were just pulling on the top, the bottom wouldn't move out like that. So it makes me think that like there might be a little guy back here or something. Because you
A
can
very
see.
small man.
Well, I mean, it's hard to tell from this angle because, again, we have this weird pocket of space, like right here, which is just confusing and weird. But there is a gap because of where they put the lockers. I mean, there's minimum like 6 inches to a foot. So, like, it's definitely possible to
It could
fake
also
this.
just be squeezed kind of where the window, like underneath the window.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, this right here, where these two lockers have, they're not pushed together. Which is what, like, if I was setting up these lockers, especially in a school, I would move these ones out and push these ones to block the window. But they're not. They're offset. And so you can see there's, like, this. The problem is with this perspective, I don't know if this space right here is, like, 8 inches or, like, 2 feet. It's really hard to tell. I mean, I could probably tell if I went in and, like, pixel measured it. But I think there might just be, like, a little man back here. Just standing here. And then
Possibly a paranormal man.
the floor is weird. That's sort of the last thing I want to bring up is like, look at this floor. What is this? Why is this mixed? A ghost wouldn't do that. Also, this looks like a hammock right here.
Place.
Like, what is this? Do you know what this is?
School spirit flag.
This looks like an edited Amazon logo that they put in to subliminally mess it. This actually looks more like a prison than a school. Like, this looks like a prison door. And then, I don't know, everything's weird.
Immediate knee-jerk reaction would just be like a retirement home.
See, I was thinking like when I first saw this, my initial reaction was just like community center of some kind.
Yeah.
But the one thing that's just really confused me is this like whole area with the windows like this. Like this definitely isn't like an office. This isn't like cubicles or anything in here. It's really small. And I can't see anything that's in there, but having these big glass windows like this is super unusual for any like workplace. You would not probably have that in an office building, but I will never know. And also, I'm pretty much a professional video editor. These things up here, this is 100% edited in post. You want to know how I know that? Ask me how I know that for certain.
How do you know that for certain?
Let me tell you. This right here is A, you can tell by if you look real, it might be hard for you to see, but I'll zoom in editing. The top of these letters is cut off as if it's been cropped wrong, which obviously wouldn't. I mean, you don't crop the numbers on a security camera. And on top of that, this is not. This is a font. Like, this is a
Yeah.
downloadable real font that you can get. Whereas security cameras pretty much always have one of like 4 presets. And this is just a random font that someone had in like Windows Movie Maker. So basically,
Yep.
100% fake. I deserve 19 million views. This has 19 million views, by the way. So I deserve 19 million views. Everybody go check out Dr. Monster's channel where he debunks Christianity.
Yeah, it was a pleasure speaking to both you and the good doctor.
Yeah, it's weird. He disappears like that a lot when we're talking, and sometimes I just hear like gunshots, and then he comes back and he's out of breath. But that's his life, and I wish him the best. And maybe we'll be seeing him again soon in videos. You never know. Dr. Monster plus SquidTheCynic podcast might be coming soon. Never know. Alright, I'm ending this fucking video. Hold on, I gotta clear my throat. I got too much need more Monster, Dr. Monster. That's why you're Dr. Monster, by the way. I'm drinking a Monster.
Immediately figured that
out. Dude, you already know. I have like 56 empty. I've been drinking literally 4 Monsters a day for the past week.
That's not good for you.
You're right. I'm unwell. Anyways, what were we talking about?